The full moon rises above the village of Oyanka, casting silver light on the thatched roofs. Ama stands silently near the central path, her crescent-shaped scar glowing faintly. Behind her, Kofi tightens his grip on a carved spear, ignoring her warning eyes. Whispers echo from the forest beyond, a soft hum the elders fear. Tonight, Kofi will test the legend. Tonight, the spirit of the lioness may wake. As the village drums fall silent, Alma feels a chill in her soul. Something is calling them into the trees, and it is no longer human. Kofi enters the forest, with shoulders high and pride burning in his chest. The trees loom like ancient watchers, their branches curling like clawed fingers above. Each step into the thickening mist silences another drumbeat in his heart. Something moves just ahead, too light for a beast, too steady for the wind. The forest watches. A whisper brushes his ear, saying his name with chilling clarity. Kofi halts, spear at the ready, eyes sharp yet shaken. For the first time, he senses this is not a hunt. He is not the hunter. He is being called, or lured. Unseen by Kofi, Alma slips into the forest shadows, her bare feet silent on the damp earth. She presses her back to the bark of an ancient iroko tree, peering into the mist. Her crescent scar tingles, an old sign of awakening spirits. Her breath trembles, not from fear, but knowing. Something stirs deeper in the woods, something ancient and wild. She whispers a prayer her grandmother taught her, one to open the inner eye. She must stay close, yet unseen. The forest is not for the proud tonight. It is for the chosen, and Alma was born for this path. Kofi freezes. A branch cracks ahead, but nothing moves. His heart races, not from fear but instinct. The mist thickens, swirling low around his legs like curious snakes. He grips his spear tighter. The trees begin to hum. Not a wind, not a beast, but a vibration in the air, like breath from something unseen. Then he hears it, a low growl, deep and slow, vibrating from the earth itself. His eyes dart left, then right. Still nothing. But he feels it now. He is not alone. Something watches from beyond the veil of fog, waiting for him to make the wrong move. Alma crouches low, heart pounding in rhythm with the forest's breath. Her fingers press into the moist earth. Suddenly, the ground trembles, not shaking, but pulsing, like something ancient stirring beneath. She closes her eyes, listens. A low voice, like roots speaking, rises in her chest. He must not strike, it warns. Her eyes snap open. Somewhere deeper in the fog, Kofi stands alone, blade poised. Alma feels the energy tightening. One wrong step, one strike of ego, and the forest spirit will awaken not in mercy, but wrath. She stands. She must reach him before pride becomes destruction. Kofi's spear quivers in his grip, not from weakness but from the force of what he sees. In the fog ahead, two golden eyes flicker open, wide and silent. A form emerges, graceful, immense, feline, but it is no beast of flesh. The lioness glows faintly, her fur woven from mist and moonlight. She takes a single step. Kofi lowers into a crouch, breathing sharp, ready to strike. But she does not growl. She speaks, not with a voice, but into his thoughts. Pride sharpens your weapon, but dulls your wisdom. Kofi frowns. The spear wavers. Something inside him begins to shift. Face to face with the glowing lioness, Kofi holds his breath. Her golden eyes pierce into him, not with malice, but knowing. Her mouth doesn't move, yet he hears her clearly. You came to conquer what cannot be caged. But do you know your true enemy? Kofi lowers his spear an inch. I fear nothing, he says aloud. Her eyes narrow. Then you are blind. The fog thickens behind her, showing glimpses, images of fallen hunters, lost children, his own father's fearful face. Kofi staggers back. The lioness takes a step forward. Answer my riddle or vanish like those before you. Kofi stumbles backward as shapes emerge from the mist, men silent and pale, with spears just like his. Their eyes are empty, their faces lost to time. The lioness stands unmoved. These are those who answered wrongly, she says. Oh, my health! One steps forward. It is his uncle, who vanished seasons ago. You carry our pride, the spirit says, but pride without wisdom is a curse. Kofi gasps, clutching his head, trying to shut out their voices. The lioness's golden eyes glow brighter. To your riddle is this: What hunts but never eats, follows but never leads, and lives only in silence. The forest stills. Kofi's brow tightens. He repeats the riddle silently. What hunts but never eats, follows but never leads, and lives only in silence. The mist feels heavier now, as if time itself holds its breath. The lioness circles slowly behind him, her golden gaze watching his thoughts. He thinks of shadows. He thinks of ghosts. Then he sees it. The answer isn't a thing, but a truth. He closes his eyes and speaks aloud, voice calm and sure. Fear. The forest answers with silence. Then a wind rushes through the trees like applause, and the spirits behind him begin to vanish into mist. A warmth returns to Kofi's face as the lioness steps beside him, her breath calm, her spirit at ease. The forest no longer hums with threat. It sings with release. Kofi smiles, not in victory, but in understanding. The weight of his ancestors lifts. Their faces fade peacefully into the mist. You have seen the shadow within, the lioness says. Now you may return, but only with a promise. Kofi nods, to speak truth, not boast, to lead with heart, not spear. The lioness bows her head once, and the trees slowly begin to part, revealing the path back to the village. Kofi walks the path home, each step lighter than the last. The mist no longer blinds, it guides. Behind him, the lioness follows silently, a guardian now, not a test. Her presence humbles him. He no longer walks as the hunter who sought glory, but as a man reborn through understanding. The spear in his hand is not for battle, but remembrance. The forest, once a place of challenge, now feels like kin. As dawn creeps between the trees, a sliver of golden light slices through the fog. The village waits beyond, but he is not the same man they knew. As Kofi steps into the sunlit clearing, voices erupt. A wave of villagers rush toward him, arms outstretched, eyes wide with disbelief. His mother clutches him, weeping openly, while elders murmur prayers of gratitude. The village had feared he was lost like the others, but here he stands, stronger, softer, changed. Kofi smiles gently, accepting their embrace without boast. The lioness let me live, he says quietly, but not without a lesson. The crowd quiets. They see not just a hunter returned, but a man touched by the spirit realm. And the path behind him still holds the faint scent of mist. That evening, as the orange sun sinks low, Kofi gathers the villagers around. He speaks slowly, his words shaped by wonder, not pride. The lioness was not my enemy, he says. She was my teacher. Fear, silent, patient, was the true beast. His mother listens closely, her hand never leaving his shoulder. And Amma, he adds, voice thick with emotion, followed me into the forest. She saved me with a whisper. Gasps ripple through the crowd. One elder nods solemnly. Then her blood carries the forest's breath, she says. Kofi's gaze drifts east, toward the mist. The tale is not over. One promise remains. As twilight deepens, Kofi stands between the village mothers, their hands resting on his arms, their eyes searching his soul. The forest does not forget, one says softly. Kofi nods. Nor will I. Behind his steady gaze, the image of Amma burns bright. He feels her absence like the hush after thunder. She gave herself for all of us, he tells them. So I will walk the old path every morn, to listen, to learn, to protect. The women exchange glances, then they bow their heads in quiet blessing. The forest, they now know, has chosen a new kind of guardian. Beneath a rising crescent moon, Kofi walks the forest edge with the two mothers of the village. Their silence is not sorrowful, it is sacred. The night air carries the scent of wood smoke and dew. Ahead lies the clearing where Amma vanished, where the forest opened its mouth and whispered truths. Kofi stops, eyes on the moon. Each time it returns, I will come, I will listen. The women nod. Behind them, the village hums with life. But in Kofi's heart, a new drum beats, steady, patient, eternal. The hunter has become a guardian, and Amma's spirit walks beside him.